Welcome back to Dagryffyn Hobby. My name's Dave, and this video is going to be a whole lot of fun. Why is it going to be so much fun? Well, I'll tell you. My Uncle Joe is visiting, and besides myself, he's the big train nerd in the family. He has bought and sold plenty of Lionel over the years. He always wanted to have a Lionel layout, but has modeled pretty much exclusively in HO scale, and he's got an amazing layout. I do have to get out there and get some video of it at some point for you all. But anyway, he's visiting, and he brought with him boxes. Many boxes of trains. Gave them to me. So, I've got boxes here to go through. Now, I've already looked through it quickly to see what's in there, because I had to. I couldn't wait to do the video. I had to get in the boxes and take a look. So now I'm gonna go through them a little bit slower. We're gonna look at what's in here, see what we've got, and just enjoy it. So let's dive right in. Almost everything in these boxes is Postwar Lionel. This first box house, however, has some old Ives in it. And that's cool. I mean, it's not in good condition. It's rusted, dinged up, the wind-up engine's missing a wheel. But it's just really neat stuff. This is going to look awesome on a display shelf, if and when I ever get some shelves up. And there's this 3250 here, which obviously needs a little bit of work. Motor, frame. I'll put this in the I will maybe someday eventually restore box, but most likely we'll fix it just enough to make a good display piece. Got these two cars, most of a car, and a rusty car. And just to shake things up, a Marx clockwork engine, which maybe I'll use the shell and put it on a motor. So that is box number one. On to box number two. This is a box of some switches. It's got some manual switches, and it's got some powered switches. And despite needing a cleaning, they look like they're in pretty good shape. So maybe I can get some of these working for the upper loops. We'll see. There's 4 manual switches and 2 power switches. On to box number 3. So there are some accessories in this box. I don't know if all the parts are here because I don't know a whole lot about the post-war accessories. They're just not something I ever collected a lot of. But there are a couple things in here that I recognize I'm gonna have to do something with. Right here. Are all the parts here? I don't know. I'll have to wait and I'll look it up and see what I find. A 6646 car, 3451. Missing some of the pegs. This is a box for a trolley. That one right there doesn't work. It lights up and then doesn't go anywhere, so that will need a service. How about a 6465? And this is really clean. Staple in trucks. Sunoco logo looks good on both sides. We got this one right here. How about the 3656 Stockyard? Little cart? I don't know. Does that belong to a set? Or is this just one of those mysterious toys that ends up in a box of trains? This next box has some goodies. How about a 2442 Pullman car? We've got a post-war on one end and a pre-war on the other. I had thought previously of just finding whatever colors they made these in and just making a fun, colorful train. So this is a nice step in the right direction. This box had a number of items that were all in the box. The 2046 whistle tender, or how about just a tender shell? Can always use another tender shell. Love me tender, love me sweet. 2046W, guess there are 2 of those. 6466W and a 2026. So here we have the 2026. You may know I've got a number of 2026s and 675s that all need repair. So hopefully this one's in better condition than the rest. Also, a plastic bumper. Moving on to this next box, we're starting out with an 1110. And it's not the best quality, but it has a box. And then I'm not sure if this is the tender that's supposed to go to it, but it's a 1001T. Obviously a little bit of corrosion or something on some of these parts. while I'm not a huge fan of the Scout engines in general, I like these small engines with the cast boilers. They're kind of neat. How about a 1689W? Nice pre-war whistle tender. A little rust on this one side. Other side looks pretty good. And then I don't have a number on this one, but a little slope back tender. A little railing on it. I guess the little shroud is broken off the light. The tender shell is very cheap plastic. So I guess maybe there's a weight on the inside because it's got a little bit of weight to it. I don't recall how many, but there are a number of flat cars in here. We've got the 6801 and the 6800. Now, I don't think any of these have the load with them, but hey, a car is a car. If I want to run a flat car train, I can run a flat car train. And a number of cabooses. Your basic 6257 caboose. 6017 that somebody rubbed the 7 off of on both sides, so it's a 601. How about two 2472s? I love these tin cabooses. They just, I don't know, they say something to me. They make me happy. I don't know. I just really like them, so it's cool to have a couple more. These always mess me up. What are the numbers of these? 6427, 4273? I don't know. Either way, another caboose. The NC5, or is it an N5C? It's an N5C. I've got a couple of the Pensy ones. This is the first one I've got that has Lionel lines on it. So that's kind of neat. Let's move on to yet another box. Well, first the plastic bag. It's got some Plasticville stuff in there. Some really small Plasticville stuff. So since we ended off the last box with cabooses, let's start out this box with cabooses. A 6357 and then a 6251. How about another N5C caboose? This time, a Pensy. A 6419. Looks like somebody put some red marks on there to maybe be marker lights. Some more flat cars. Another 6801 and then a 6810. I'm gonna have to look up to see what was supposed to go on these. It would just be interesting to know. 3362. No flipper attached to this one. This is a nice car. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the accessories to go with it. It's this car that's supposed to have the 3 sets of trucks on it. Now here's something I do not have. I think it's a neat car. And after a little cleanup, I think it will make a nice addition to the layout. Even though somebody swapped a truck on it at some point, it's got one staple end and one bar end. Here we have the 6672. I don't know that I've seen this one before. I've seen it in black, but never in green that I'm aware of. 3461. Maybe I have seen it in green and I just don't remember. It's missing one of the spikes, but that'll make a nice little addition. And then a 1005 Sunoco tank car. This is probably one of the loads for the cars. The US Steel girders. I gotta figure out which one. Now the flat cars are at the bottom of the pile, so I'll just put these and figure it out later. How about a number 309 yard set in the box with the pieces? That's pretty neat. There are some assorted barrels and whatnot in this box. And then there's this guy, the semaphore here. It says made in Germany. I don't see a brand name. Oh, look at that. It's kind of fun. Now this box only has one item in it. That's a big box. It's a little heavy. What is it? A Lionel ZW transformer in the box. That's pretty cool. Looks like all the parts are there. It needs a cleaning. I think the rollers feel okay, but I'll take it apart and check it out. It needs a cord. Oh, it definitely needs a cord. If that wasn't scary enough, how about this nice brake right here? Maybe I should replace the cord first and foremost. The box is coming apart a little bit, or at least the top flaps are anyway. Might have to sell this one. How many ZWs does one guy need? Down to the last box. It's kind of sad. But there's plenty of stuff here to keep me busy for quite a while. Another flat car, a 6802. This is one I'm happy about, a Lehigh Valley 4-bay hopper. I like these. I've wanted more. I like having another one. Looks like it's in good shape. The steps are all there. A little dusty in there, but that's fine. Another Sunoco card. 3424 operating brakeman car. Unfortunately, without the brakeman. Guess he forgot the duck. Got a box with it. And I'm pretty sure the rest of the parts are here somewhere in one of these boxes. A 3472 operating milk car in the box. Box is in pretty good shape. Not perfect. We got the platform and the car in there. The platform definitely looks played with, so I'm assuming the car is too. I'll take it out another time. The barrel, was it the barrel loader? I think it's the barrel loader. I don't know. It's got a horse on it. It's a horse loader. A little dirty. Don't know if all the parts are here. In case you were upset that there just weren't enough cabooses, how about a couple more N5Cs? A Pensy and a Lionel. Oh, this one's missing a part off the end. Darn it. Maybe it's in the box somewhere. It's probably going to take me a while to actually get through all the stuff and all the little pieces and see if things belong in one place or another. So I'm going to enjoy going through this even slower next time. This isn't something I can use on this layout, but I do have some standard gauge stuff that this would look really, really good with. Nice bridge. It's a good looking piece. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. I like it. You know what I said about going through the boxes to find the pieces? Look at that. Now the caboose is complete. A box for a 6417 caboose. Another Sunoco tank car. 6561. I think this is the one that has the reels on it. I don't see the reels, so maybe this will just be naked. Another plastic bumper. And a 6462 with a box. We had a small intermission. There was something I needed to check on the auction site, which I lost, but that was fine. I didn't really want this stuff anyway. Besides, I just got all these boxes here, so really, I'm good. Who needs one when you can have two? Maybe I'll install these somewhere. We'll see. Do these belong to one of the flat cars? Or is this somebody's later edition? Well, this belongs somewhere. I'm not sure where the lock-on is, but I got a box for one. That's kind of cool. Okay, this is neat. I don't want to move it too much, but it looks like a New Haven Railroad timetable from October 27th, 1957. I wonder if I can get this flattened out without it all falling apart. That's just too cool. An instruction sheet for a KW transformer. Other things that were in one of the boxes, and I don't remember which because I took them out and didn't put them back, but it really doesn't matter. I'm not sure which engine this tender went to, but I don't like it. It's light, it's plastic, got the plastic trucks on it. I think this is the last item from the boxes. Don't think I missed anything. This is not in the best cosmetic condition. A 2065. Nice Hudson with the feed water heater. That's nice. And a nice 2046 tender to go with it. So I definitely have a lot of stuff to go through, clean, service, and just see what I'm going to do with it. My uncle wanted to give it to me because he wasn't going to be doing anything with it. I'm obviously not going to turn any of it down. This is quite a collection of stuff to fiddle with. The engines I'll most likely keep. I don't know that I want to keep the 1110, but we'll see. Maybe when it's working, I'll change my mind. There's probably a couple cars in here that I'm not going to be interested in. Really don't know what I'm doing with any of the accessories. The cabooses are not going anywhere. I already had two ZWs that I'd picked up real cheap that both need to be rebuilt. So I will go through this new one also and see what it looks like. If it just needs a cord, great. If it needs more work, well, I'll just have to break down and actually order the parts I need to fix these things and do a full rebuild on all three of them. Well, I at least have things to keep me busy for quite some time. And I'm sure there will be videos on some of this stuff as soon as I get to it, sooner or later. But I really would like to work on the layout, but whatever. It's all good. I hope you enjoyed going through all these trains as much as I did. It's always great when somebody decides to give you one train, one car, let alone boxes of them. And it's just awesome. It's just awesome. No other way to describe it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Dagryffyn Hobby.